What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another episode. You know who it is, your boy John. Today we got a special guest, Noah, because Anthony decided to go out and have too much fun this weekend, and he couldn't make it. Really, he just doesn't care about them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just doesn't care about you guys. So just remember that I care, we care, and so we continue on through adversity to make sure that we come out every week. That's how this works. So Anthony, bad, horrible person, horrible human being. Anyways, so today we're doing the juice box edition. We got a grape. I got grape. What do you got?
Cherry.
Let's get into these. It's been a minute. What sucks is I realized I just brushed my teeth, and you know what happens? It's gonna taste horrible in the beginning. How are you so good at opening these things? Like, I'm always worried that I'm gonna go. Oh no! I can do it. No, you're gonna squish it. And you're
That's
gonna
how
squirt
you
all
do
over
it.
me.
You just gotta do it fast. What are you?
I think it's going through the backside. Look, I'm gonna edit all this struggling out. I think I ruined it. It's been a while. Look, it's been a minute since I've had one of these.
You just poke it through the hole.
Look, I poked it through the back of the. Anyways, let me. Oh, that's not good.
Tastes like toothpaste.
Yeah, tastes like toothpaste. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a fantastic week. All that good stuff. By the time this comes out, when this comes out, I think I'll be somewhere in Scandinavia, somewhere, and he's going to be having a ball without us here. So, decided to do something a little bit different. My son, Noah, he's 14, and what belt are you now?
Orange and black.
Orange and black, recently. Orange and black, huh? Yeah. So, he's been doing jiu-jitsu just as long as me, almost as long as me.
You've been doing it a couple months more?
Yeah, a couple months more. Not much more. So,
like 3 months?
Yeah, like 3 months. Basically, it was you didn't have an option to go. Well, you did have an option. I gave them, I think I talked about it before. I gave you guys, I said, what do you guys want to do? And you guys didn't give me any options. So, and you guys do jiu-jitsu.
Want to play video games?
Yeah, they wanted to play video games. So, but now you're killing it in the gym. You're doing good. You're at the point where you're just kind of tired of the teens class.
Yeah, it's just too boring in there.
Yeah, it's too easy.
Yeah.
Well, when you first started, there was a lot of bigger kids, like, they were in there. And
they all left.
Yeah, they all got moved up to the adult class. So I think you're on the verge of being forced into the adult class.
Oh, yeah.
You're not too big for the teen class. That's the problem.
They're just not good enough for me.
They're just not good enough for me. I wish I had that problem. It's cocky. But no, legit, he's really good. You've been grinding. So he's been doing the teen class and the kids class.
Teens class? You mean
adult class? Or the teens class and the adult class for almost a year.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, almost a year now. So he does basically 2 classes a day every time we go. So his skill levels just progress like pretty quick, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. So what is your favorite thing about jiu-jitsu? Like, what is your thing that you really like about it?
Getting able to beat up little kids.
You're not supposed to say that. Beating up little kids is your favorite thing?
It's just fun.
I didn't teach him this. It was not me that taught him this quality. Beating up little kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you go hard in the adult class too. You go against some adults, right?
Not really. I mean, sometimes, like once every class, yeah.
Yeah, but it's usually you go with the green belts in the adult class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they all suck. The little kids that go to adult class.
Well, I think the what I always tell you is like the kids class or the teens class, because it is so easy. You can go in there and I tell you to like practice like just putting yourself in bad positions, escaping,
that also just makes it not fun.
Why? Being in a bad position?
No, it's just boring. You're going against like someone super tiny, like this tall.
Well, they're not all super tiny.
And then you just have to give them everything. Then you get out, and you're just like, wow, that was super easy.
Yeah, but
then you got to do it again.
Yeah, but they're not all super small. There's a lot of them that are small because what ended up happening.
But then even when they get me in a bad position, they're just too bad to keep me there.
Yeah,
well, so I just turn around basically.
Yeah, but that's the point. Is you get to practice working on using technique and not working on using your strength, right?
Well, I'm not that strong, so I never.
You're pretty strong for your age. Your shoulder pressure is pretty crazy. Like shoulder pressure.
That's just that.
Huh?
That's just that.
Yeah, but do you ever use that on the kids?
No.
Why?
Because they complain too much.
Oh.
My neck. That's what they do.
Well, I mean, there are kids. So I know a lot of people, they do the jiu-jitsu, maybe watch, if you don't have kids, there's a kids class, a teens class, and then the adult class. And within the last, like, maybe 5-6 months, a lot of the kids that were too small for the kids class, or too big for the kids class, moved up to the teens class. So they're still small in comparison to some of the other teens. And a lot of the teens that were going to the teen class, the bigger kids that are more his size, stopped going to the teen class and only go to the adult class. So it's kind of like, but I keep him going. One, I go because I stretch. So during his first class, I would just stretch the whole time. And then I'm ready to go by the time the adult class goes. And then he also gets a warm up because he doesn't like stretching. No matter what, I tell him to stretch. He doesn't stretch because he's young. He thinks he's all bendy.
I am.
And so, so then he'll go. Then you're already pretty much warmed up for the adult class. And then the adult class, you get good rolls in though.
Yeah, better than the kids class.
Yeah, well, you get smashed in the adult class too.
Only with some people.
Only with some people. You still do good in the adult class.
Oh, yeah, I beat up Guma.
Well, I don't know. I know I'm always having to stop him from doing certain things that are like not allowed at his age. So I think that's one of the sucky things of getting good so fast, or not so fast, but like doing it so long since you're young, is that like you want to do wrist locks, you want to do ankle locks, you want to do some of that stuff, and you're not technically allowed to. And so they're always stopping him. Not always.
Trevor lets me. Yeah. Omar doesn't.
Well, Trevor will let you with.
He'll watch me do it and make sure I do it slowly.
Yeah, but you only do that with like green belts.
Yeah, not on little kids.
Yeah, not on the little kids.
Unless they bug me.
Yeah, unless they bug you. He does not do that. Yeah, so I mean, and then one of the other things that like when we were talking was like you're saying you don't get nervous to compete. No. You've competed. I don't know how much times. You've competed a bit.
Maybe 7 or.
I don't know. He's competed a few times. Medals yeah, so he doesn't get nervous when he competes for some reason, which is cool. I don't understand how you don't get nervous, but I get nervous. You just see it like another day.
It's just training. That's simple.
It is just training, technically. Yeah. What is your favorite? You haven't done IBJJF yet, so you've only done World League and in-houses. Which ones do you like more?
World Leagues.
World Leagues? Why?
In-houses are too crowded. In the in-house, it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Always off time.
Yeah, the in-houses tend to be really chaotic.
Yeah, just like in there a bunch, and it's like people pushing it out the door. You never find a spot to put your sandals. It's always annoying.
Yeah. In-houses are rough. I'm not a big fan of doing them just because they are pretty chaotic too. They're like, it never runs on time. It's always late. But even in the World Leagues are kind of like that too.
Not as much.
Yeah.
And you have a bigger area to stretch and warm up.
True. Do you think they're harder?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're harder to compete in. The level of competition is more.
Yeah.
But they're fun.
Yeah. And besides, like the last in-house I did, I got wrecked.
I don't remember the last in-house. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Well, It happens.
That wasn't even my fault, though.
I think everybody. The thing is everyone loses. You're gonna lose no matter what.
But
So
that wasn't
I
even
think
my fault. They've been training since they were like 10.
yeah, but I think you do well handling losing. Like he doesn't. Like it sucks, but you're not like oh.
It just doesn't bug me.
Yeah, it's not like a huge deal. It sucks to lose, but at the same time, it's not like the end of the world. You're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just he lost.
The last one you did was that World League. You had you I don't remember if you swept him or something, or you did a takedown. You got 2 points, and then he swept you. Like you were on top.
Yeah, he
almost,
swept me.
Yeah,
and
you
then
were
his
like
knee landed on my stomach.
well, you were like on top the whole time, and then he swept you like almost at the end, and he got 2 points, and so it was tied.
Yeah.
And then he won because he ended up winning. I thought you were gonna win that one, but then I didn't understand the rules then. So the way the rules work is whoever's the last one to score.
Oh.
So that's why he won.
He landed on my stomach when he swept me, and it hurt my stomach. I was like, it just hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think you did good on that one. Now at least I can go down there and coach and be down there, where I couldn't before.
Now you can.
Yeah, I couldn't before.
Purple belt. Lucky.
Yeah. Lucky. I put in work. You'll be there.
Still, I want a blue belt already. Like an ink lock kids.
You got.
And a wrist lock them.
You got 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years to be a blue belt. But I mean, that's what's crazy to think about. He's been doing this for as long as me. I just got my purple belt, and he's only an orange belt. So that by the time that you get a blue belt, your skill level is going to be another 2 years over where you're at now. Yeah. And I mean, you really, that's crazy to think about.
I'll still only be one level above a white belt.
Yeah, but it's if you that's I think the difference between you, like kids and teens versus adults. Like I don't care about the belt. You like whatever, a belt's a belt. It's a skill, but I know you guys like the belts. The belts are cool to have.
Yeah, so there's some white belts that beat me up. They're like my age, but they're twice my height and twice my weight, and they just throw me around.
Yeah, they're bigger. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to deal with that. At least you don't compete against them. Oh. You can do open class.
No, that's too much.
That's too much.
I want to get squashed.
Well, we've been lifting weights
for like 3 days.
Yeah, well, you've been lifting weights for 3 days, but as long as you keep lifting weights with me. So recently, I've been not dragging you. I'm just asking you if you want to come out, and you've been coming out. We've been lifting, so I think that'll help you get stronger to be able to handle those types of things.
Still.
Yeah.
I'll still get thrown around.
Well, and then you want to start wrestling next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next year he's going to be in high school. So basically join the wrestling team with a bunch of experience from jiu-jitsu. So I think that'll be good. It's different.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
Because all they really do is takedowns and like pins. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Yeah, but you'll be kind of comfortable with it.
Yeah, be comfortable with it. Like, it won't be awkward there. It'll just be different.
Yeah, it won't be awkward. It'll just be different. Well, his older brother, he wrestles at this high school. He's already told the coach. And so when summer comes around, he'll bring him in so you can start early in the summer and start practicing then. I think that'll be good.
Oh, starting in the summer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll start during the summer so that you can get more practice before the season starts. So you remember how this year Nathan was going during the summer during practice, and you'll be doing that. So that'll be good. You excited for that?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah? Why do you want to wrestle?
To get better at jiu-jitsu.
To get better at jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
For better takedowns?
Yeah, better takedowns. Stronger.
Your cardio?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan's cardio is crazy when he's training wrestling.
Yeah, he always comes home sweaty though. Super sweaty.
Yeah, more than jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really get sweaty after jiu-jitsu. You do.
I do.
You bring your own sweat towel, you're like, whew.
Is that how I do it?
Yeah.
Is that how I do it?
Exactly how you do it. You need to bring your own like actual towel so you can dry your hair off before you spar.
I always try to dry off before I spar with you and your mom.
Yeah, I'm trying to spar you, and you're rubbing your head all up in my face, and your hair is all like wet after you just like took a shower. You're like,
That's
Yeah,
a,
I'm just like,
that's a
it's
technique.
all sweat.
That's a technique.
It's all technique.
It's a technique.
That's just a mean move right there.
It's just a mean move right
You're like, oh,
there.
rubbing your hair in my face.
I do.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fun.
not very nice.
I didn't say it was nice. I mean, you're the one always trying to wrist lock me.
What? That's not my fault.
I don't have to do anything. I'll just be sitting there and he's trying to wrist lock me.
Well, yeah, you're a purple belt. You can handle it.
That's not the point.
It's
I have
a good point.
I have feelings too.
It's a good point for me. I am gonna wrist lock you until the day I'm dead. I'm gonna be 90 years old and I'm gonna be wrist locking you. I'm gonna knock on your house and I'm like, you're gonna wrist
You
lock
hear this? This is what I have to put up with.
Mm-hmm.
He's always trying to do something to me. Trying to choke me. Trying to ankle lock me.
Well, yeah, you try to ankle lock me too.
No,
Sometimes.
Really. Not really.
When I ankle lock you, you ankle lock me.
I mean, jiu-jitsu is like the only place where I can really beat him and not get in trouble. Just beat him.
I'm gonna
drown him in
I'm
sweat.
gonna get all my knuckles and I'm gonna rub them in your ears so you get cauliflower.
I don't. That's not,
you already
see.
did.
That's a messed up. That's a messed up.
You're
move.
going, my ears, don't stop. Curtis.
The neighborhood cat is here. Curtis. He likes to eat all the dog food that they spill out here.
I don't know
I can hear him crunching. I can hear him crunching. He's eating.
Is that dog food though?
Yeah, it's dog food.
Okay.
Anyways.
Sure.
So, do you want to make it to black belt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll only be like 22.
You'll be pretty young.
Black belt.
Yeah. So, in order to get a red belt, like Omar gets his Koro belt in like 4 more years, I think. But you have to be doing jiu-jitsu. You have to be a black belt for like
8 years?
No, like 30 some years.
It's
something
like
really
50.
long. It's something like really long to be a black belt. Yeah, well Omar's age is he's almost 50.
Oh.
So but there's like not everyone's gonna make it. Like I'll never get that because by the time I'm a black belt, you have to do like another 30 years as a black belt to get a core belt.
You'll be 80.
But you have the opportunity to, if you do continue to do jiu-jitsu and you know whatever you do with your career, you can have your career. But as long as you continue jiu-jitsu, you'll be able to make it to that level and eventually get a core belt, which is kind of cool.
You'll be able to get a core belt.
I'm glad you believe in me.
80 years old. That's all you need.
And then I'll be wrist locking you.
I already said what I said. I'll be wrist locking you until I'm dead.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite move? What's your favorite what's your favorite sweep? What's your favorite takedown? And what's your favorite submission? Let's start with your favorite sweep.
Sweep.
I already know what it is.
Pendulum sweep.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
What'd you think it was?
No, I was thinking about takedowns. Sorry. Yeah, pendulum sweep. You're pretty good at that one.
Unless they're heavier than me, then I get wrecked.
Unless what?
Unless they're heavier than me, then they just like.
You just gotta work on it a little bit more because you gotta get under them. But yeah, you're pretty good at that. What's your favorite takedown?
Ankle pick.
Yeah, that's your favorite. I always see him ankle picking everybody left and right. Just ankle pick, ankle pick. Cat, what are you doing in here? Oh, you hear the dog.
Dog was
and then what's your favorite submission? The cat is just roaming around the garage like it's. Hey!
Get out of here! Come on.
You need a cat peeing in here. Trying to pee on my motorcycles. Anyways, I think he might have sprayed on. Let's take a look. Anyways, so your favorite submission?
I don't even know. I don't really do that many submissions. Recently, I've been doing a lot of arm bars. But...
You have been doing arm bars. I thought you were doing, the other day I have video. I thought you were doing, I was videoing you. I thought you were going for a mounted triangle. You had them like in a mounted triangle, and then you just switched to the arm bar. And I thought I was like, man, that was pretty cool.
I'll probably say ankle lock though. Ankle locks are fun.
Yeah, but you can't hit those all the time unless you're in an adult class, really.
Oh yeah, I do them on Guma.
True. Yeah. I was talking to Trevor about it. I'm always like having to like tell him what he can and can't do, or like don't do this, don't do that, because he'll like try to get stuff he's not supposed to be doing. And there's a couple that I don't understand. Like Ezekiel's aren't allowed. I don't understand why an Ezekiel isn't allowed.
I mean, I was doing that before.
Yeah, but that's like the white, like, not that it's white belt only, but like it's a good submission if you can catch it. But most times you're not going to see too many high level people catch it straight up in Ezekiel, just without like just straight up, not like setting it up with any like hiding it between something else. They just set it up and catch it.
Sneaky with an
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
But you like, I feel like that's like a white belt, like one of the first, other than the cross collar, the Ezekiel is like one of the first things you learn as a white belt as a submission.
I think the Ezekiel was the first like choke I ever got on something like legit.
Yeah, the Ezekiel. You're pretty good with triangles too.
I like them, but my legs always get tired. I can never squeeze my legs enough. Then they never tap.
You're not allowed. They're not allowed to.
I'm
grab
not allowed to
the
grab
top
the
of the
head.
So he can only grab your shin.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's a little harder to finish.
It's not as good.
But you can switch. Can you do omoplatas?
I think so.
Because you can switch from.
I mean,
triangle.
Omar hasn't stopped me from doing those.
I haven't seen you go for one.
I got one like 2 days ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did it on one of the yellow belts.
He
was kind of short though, so it wasn't his fault.
Do you know all the names? Do you know a lot of the names of moves now? Do you remember them?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah. No.
I feel like for kids, there's like when the kids start in the beginning, it's like, it's hard. Like I've seen when you first started, when you were rolling, it was like things like you kind of understood the certain things, but it never like fully clicked. And I think recently things are like clicking with you.
Oh yeah, that's because when I first started, they just told me to pull guard. I didn't even know what full guard meant.
Yeah, that's like I know, that's what I mean in the beginning. But I think it's just a different mindset for a kid, because you started when you were like
10,
10, something like that, 10, 11, and so at that age, like it's a 10-year-old trying to learn like these moves versus like an adult trying to learn those moves. The adult's gonna be able to comprehend certain things. You'll be able to do the movements probably better just because you're younger and whatever. But remembering the moves, remembering the techniques, remembering it, because we want to get better. And as a kid, you're just trying to have fun. Like you're just out here having fun, like, right? And as an adult, I think there's just a different level. Like I'm trying to learn this and like study it and just so that I can, I don't know, just a different level. But lately, I've seen things clicking with you.
Well, I still don't study like jiu-jitsu. It's boring to study stuff in jiu-jitsu.
It's not boring. It's just
I see you over there at your laptop. You're just like zoning out, watching how to get a triangle or something.
Yeah. Well, there's little techniques.
Certain arm bar.
Yeah, there's different techniques. That's like that's how I learned when I teach you. When I was like, for example, the paper cutter, that arm bar from paper cutter.
I still don't do the paper cutter. I mean, I do it. I know it. Doesn't mean I do it.
But you do the triangle the arm bar. That sneaky arm
bar.
That
was different.
You've done that a few times.
Yeah, you showed me once.
No, I showed you once.
Like twice.
I showed you way more than that.
It was like 4 times.
It was all right. It was a lot. It was a lot. But you finally
much.
started hitting it. I saw you hitting it recently. I thought you were going for paper cutter and you switched that arm bar, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, because he never taps the chokes.
Oh, no?
Like, his face is all turning purple. It's like, and he just doesn't tap. He's like, I'm not tapping.
People are going to, eventually he's going to go to sleep.
Well, yeah, I don't want to do that because then I'll get in trouble.
You won't get in trouble.
Well, maybe. How would you know? You never put anybody to sleep.
You're not going to get in trouble for putting someone to sleep. That's why you're supposed to tap.
Their parents might be mad. Still. They're in jiu-jitsu. That's part of it. And there's like,
and you keep holding. Wait for them to go to sleep.
Next time, I'm just going.
Yeah. I don't know. I I knew you were going to get your orange and black belt this time. You didn't know you were getting it this time. Normally, you always know that you're going to get a belt.
Well, yeah, I wanted a stripe. I had one stripe
Yeah.
on my belt, and then I got a new belt.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't fixing your belt. His belt was all like coming apart, and I was like, no, you'll just get a stripe. They'll fix it. You'll get a stripe because I knew you were getting it, and I was like, I don't want to fix it.
You knew?
Mm-hmm. That's why I was
That was
like,
a mean move.
That's why I was like, oh, they'll just get you. I was like, I already knew you were getting a new belt, so I'm like, there's no point in trying to fix it when it was coming apart. I was like,
there's a couple people that I don't think should have gotten promoted.
That's never goes away.
Yeah,
that's always a thing. But
like that white belt that got promoted all the way up to a green belt.
And then you beat him up all the time.
Yeah.
Could be an age. I don't know how old he is.
He's like my age. And the next day he came and I destroyed him. Good. I mopped the floor.
That's what I'm telling you. Belts don't matter. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter in your belt. But for you, you compete, and because you compete, you want to stay where you're at.
Well, yeah, I haven't competed recently though.
But you do compete, and so it's better to stay where you're at, and then go to green belt, and then compete at green belt, versus just stay at orange belt, the next orange belt, which you just got, and compete at that level.
I'm still sad that I didn't get it go through my gray belts.
Yeah, you did get skipped, huh?
I skipped all the gray belts straight to my yellow belt. You know how easy it would have been to compete against other gray belts?
Well, at that time,
I would have dominated them still.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, you were still learning.
I was still learning.
It wasn't until recently that I think you, like I said, until this year when you're doing both classes, that you're really starting. I see your game really getting better and getting good. In the past, he would have these moments where he would roll certain days, and I'd be like, "Who is that kid?" I'd be like, "Who is that kid?" Because it would just be ridiculous. And then you'd go in and you'd be a floppy fish.
Well, that's when they bug me.
And then it'd be like, this guy. So, but then now recently, since you're doing both, I see the improvement. I see your skill level. I see your fluidness. I mean, other people have seen it because they mention it to me because they're like, man, he's good. Like I hear it all the time. You and Nathan.
Nathan's still better though.
Well, it's that older thing I'm talking about. It's just being older. The way you learn the moves is different.
I don't even stand a chance against him.
It's just being older and understanding the movements. Eventually, you will.
But then I'll still be able to beat me up.
That's what big brothers are for.
I don't know about that.
That's what big brothers are for. So, yeah. But I've seen you improve. Like your level, like you were kind of like going up and up, but recently your skill level's just been climbing. So by the time you get to blue belt, you're gonna be poor other blue belts. Like you being a blue belt will have a lot more experience than like a new white belt that just became a blue belt. That went through white belt like let's say an 18-year-old comes in or a 20-year-old comes in and he starts training. He'll only be that blue belt for a year and a half, or a white belt for a year and a half, and I would have already, by the time you're a blue belt, and let's say they become blue belt, they're coming into blue belt with a year and a half of skill, and you're gonna be doing it since you were 10. So there's going to be a huge gap. And even though this is why I'm saying don't worry about belt color, because it's not going to make a difference. When you get to a blue belt, you're going to be a different level of blue belt than, like, say I was when I became a blue belt. You know, you're going to already have all that experience.
Besides, like, some people.
Well, some people just have it.
Yeah.
Some people just
like get it instantly.
Yeah. That's the sport, man. That's what's crazy about it.
There's some like 18-year-olds that are like blue belts, but that they just started like last year.
Yeah.
And they're over here just beating me up.
Yeah.
Even though they're my size.
Yep. That's part of the game. Part of the game. It's not fair. That's life. That's why jiu-jitsu is so important. It's hard, and then it shows you how life is.
It's not that important.
It's not like life, but it shows you. Like what you're explaining to me right now, what you're saying, that it's basically not fair that someone can come in new but they pick it up and they get it, right? But that's going to be everywhere. That's like take that and use it as an example for life. Like, for example, you're good at math. Someone else may not be good at math, and they might have been doing math for 20 years, and then you're learning it in your school, and you're like, this is easy. You know, it just comes. Some things are like that in life. Some things are going to come easy to you. Some things are going to become hard.
Yeah, that's because people at our school just teach us the same things over and over again. Like
I'm trying to use this as a metaphor, kid.
Still.
I'm not being like, I'm not trying to say, I'm just using it as an example. I'm not saying, so take it
You
as
could have started with that.
You know what, kid? I don't understand.
You don't
I don't know how to do it.
I don't understand.
I don't know what to do, guys. I know you guys understand. They understand.
Maybe. I don't know.
You have no clue.
You don't know. You're like, well, I don't know.
I'm going to wrist lock him.
I got to wrist lock you. I got to pull on your ears and twist them in every direction so you get more cauliflower ear.
Why does he always want to hurt me? He just wants to hurt me. I'm trying to stretch and he's trying to hurt me. I'm trying to do anything and he's always trying to hurt me.
Nuh-uh. Okay, maybe. But not that bad.
That's why I have to get bigger than you. I have to stay bigger than you.
I don't know.
I never let you get bigger than me.
You're already bigger than me.
I know, but I can never let you catch up. Never.
I don't know about that one. You're already ahead of me by like a mile.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay,
and I'm going to keep
couple.
it that way.
Like, look at my arms. They're all so skinny.
Yeah, it's because you're still growing.
Yeah.
But I'll never not smash you. Just so you know that. Just so you know, I will never lose to you. Ever.
Yeah, you will.
Ever. I'll let that be a goal for you. That you can just you'll have no matter what, you're gonna be like, I can't be my dad.
I'm pretty sure I can.
I will never let it happen.
I will let it happen.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep. I'm gonna be like, oh, what's that on the floor? Is that a lucky penny?
You're cheating, huh?
And then you're gonna go like, oh,
you're gonna try to cheat. That's what you said.
That's
all right,
not
you
cheating.
can try to cheat.
And I go like,
oh, it's not cheating.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. What do you call it?
Deception. You're just like, wow, a rainbow, but it's the middle of the night.
What happened to your arm?
A gi burn.
That's pretty bad.
It's not that bad. It doesn't hurt anymore. It hurt for like 2 days, and that was it.
I don't know how you get that on your arm.
It's just like.
I've never had it on my arms, only on my feet.
Well,
and my face. I've had it on my face.
You got gi burns on your feet. You mean mat burns?
Mat burn, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a whole different thing.
And then I got a gi burn on my face. Where, like, the pattern of the gi was, like, burned onto my face.
I got gi burn on the bottom of my chin.
Right on your chin.
It's still there.
It's not so bad. It's going away. Yeah.
It was bad before, and it hurt a lot.
Yeah.
See, you're always crippled. You're like, ooh, my knees. Let me stretch first. Let me stretch.
One day, you're going to get older, and I'm going to laugh at you when you have to stretch.
You see these?
I told you to be stretching.
Movable kneecaps. I bet you can't do that.
Right there, look.
They're going to start cracking it. Your leg's going to fall off.
Listen.
They are popping. I knew it. They got. See, you can't even bend your wrist. You're like, oh, my knee.
You used to be able to go all the way down. Now you can't.
Well, yeah. That's because I wrist locked myself too much, and then I hurt it. I was like, oh, that kind of hurt now.
That's something. So, how many of your friends do, when you're in school, how many of your friends, good job, bud, do,
I thought it was empty.
Do you have, there's not a lot of friends at your school that do jiu-jitsu, huh? Any of them wrestle? No.
I mean, one does Muay Thai, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of kids that train really daily. Just sports, like other sports, right? Leave it alone. Don't do that. I'll clean it up in a minute. I don't need you to make a mess. That's why.
I'm not going to make a mess.
No. I don't want to make a mess.
I'm popping the bubbles.
This is what I get for doing this with him. He makes a mess, and then he wants to...
What? That's Anthony's fault.
It is Anthony's fault. You're right. Fuck you, Anthony. That's whose fault this is.
Yeah, he could have came. He would have never had to deal with this.
See? This is what I have to put up with.
What?
Anyways. So, next year you're going to wrestle. I think that's going to improve your game for sure.
Takedowns wise, yeah. But everything else, probably not.
Your cardio will get better for sure.
Oh yeah, my cardio's already decent.
No, it's not. Your cardio's
It's-
trash.
It's decent.
Your cardio's trash.
It's decent.
His cardio's trash.
All right then.
I didn't say it's better than mine.
Then get on that
I'm not-
treadmill and go run
Look.
5 minutes on 8
I'm
miles per hour.
I'm not saying that my cardio is better than
You
you.
can't do what I do.
What I'm saying
You
is,
cannot do what I do.
I'm just,
Go on that treadmill for 5 minutes and run on 8 miles.
you can't run 8 miles. You cannot run 8 miles.
No, on number 8 on the treadmill.
Oh,
It's 8 miles an hour.
Oh, that's not really
Oh
8
yeah,
miles an
go
hour.
5 miles. 5 minutes. I bet you won't even last. You go like, whoo, my knees. I need some Advil. Advil. I need Advil, please. That's what you do.
That is not what I do, sir.
Yeah,
You know, I don't appreciate this. I don't know why you're attacking me. I'm trying to have.
You're attacking me.
I'm not attacking
You're
you.
talking about. I'm like cardio is trash.
didn't
You're
I?
just like your cardio is trash.
I did do that.
Exactly.
I mean, I was not comparing it to me. I'm just saying in general, your cardio should be much better, but it's not.
I hope you stub your toe on the mat
That's
like
messed
you
up.
did last time,
That's
and your
messed
toe
up.
got stuck in the mat when
That's
you were
messed
training
up.
in the garage, and your toe went. You're like, oh.
It happens. It happens.
Oh,
I think we've all broken our toes now, except for Cassie.
Huh.
Me, you, your mom, and
I've broken
Ethan.
both of my toes.
No, you just broke one.
I broke that one and that one.
I think you just broke the one.
I'm pretty sure I broke that one.
Anyways,
This one turned all purple, and this one I broke because it literally went.
I think you only broke one.
I
But
could
we've all
literally
had-
turn both of my toes all the way around.
Yeah. You don't have any cauliflower here, huh? At all?
I don't
good.
know.
I don't think so. You would know. That's good. I don't see a lot of the kids with it, which is good.
Besides, like, Jonathan.
He's older.
And, well,
And
yeah,
he's been rolling with
he's
adults for a
still a
lot
kid.
longer.
He's 17.
Yeah, but he's been rolling with adults. He's also bigger and rolling with adults for a lot longer. So
And definitely Gabe. Gabe probably has
I don't know.
Little Gabe
Yeah, he's a monster.
beats me up.
Yeah, he's a monster. He's so good. He beats me up.
I've only gone against it once. And he was going easy. He was just like,
Yeah.
he was just throwing me around.
But he's been doing it since he was little. So he's definitely a monster on the mats and in wrestling. So, anyways, that's it. We're gonna keep this one short. Just wanted to have some fun, and I thought it'd be cool to have you on here. Thank you for not being shy. I tried to invite his brother, and his brother was like, "Nah, not happening." So wasn't that bad, was it?
Kind of. A little bit awkward.
You're just awkward.
You're awkward.
Mm-mm.
You're just like, oh, I don't know.
See what I have to put up with it every day? You should feel bad for me because of this.
Not soon for every day. You'll be gone for 2 weeks.
Anyways. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this mini little series. Make sure you give Anthony a bunch of crap for not showing up and let him know that, I care and he doesn't. Right?
Yeah. I think you care a lot more than Anthony.
Yeah, I agree. Anyways, peace.